the home of Bayamon FC, the one team not playing in Group A today, that are at home watching this to see how it pans out. It's a wonderful day in Bayamon. 83 degrees, a little overcast, but generally not bad weather to play the beautiful game. So roughly around the same temperature as the matchup between Bayamon and Southeast FC on Sunday. And these two sides that take place today. Southeast, of course, playing again. Meanwhile, Junior Stars, the opposition. As we take a look at the standings, and to give you an idea, this is the last game in the group. Junior Stars looking to match Bayamon not only in points with 4, but they have to pass them in goal differential to move on to the next round. So they are in a tough spot because Bayamon won that game against Southeast on Sunday by 6 goals in a 6-0 result. So they're going to have to put on quite the goal-scoring performance today to get through. As we prepare for kickoff coming up here in the final match day of the Caribbean Club Shield in the Concacaf, let's take a look at our starting lineups, starting with Southeast FC. The head honcho, Charles Gavascar. This is the last game they'll play. They are eliminated from moving forward in the tournament due to their loss on Sunday. But this is their first ever appearance in the tournament, so they'll want to end up on a high note and leave with a statement in that regard. As we see the captains exchanging the banners, and we'll look at our officiating crew here today. They'll look to make sure that peace is kept on the pitch and that nothing gets out of hand. See Southeast FC donning the orange and gray kits. Meanwhile, Junior Stars in those white, red, and black kits. And we'll take a look at Junior Stars FC, or lineup right here. A couple of players to look out for. Annuity Martinez scored 2 goals in their first game against Bayamon, and he came out of that one with a draw. Check that, it was only 1 goal he scored in that game, but still, it was a nice one at that. Both him and his teammates are going to need some goals on the docket today if they're going to advance. Now both teams are breaking out into their formations, awaiting that whistle to get things started here. All the squares are checked off and everything is good to go here at the Estadio Juan Ramón Loubriel in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. And we are underway here for the final game in Group A. It's Southeast FC and Junior Stars. The Dominica side against the crew from St. Martin. And Junior Stars are in need of a lot of goals today if they're going to move on and continue their run in the Caribbean Club Shield. Drawing the first foul of the day is Jason Macau. Once again, if you're joining us for this broadcast, my name is Mark Schoenster. Excited to be on the call with you for this one. It's an interesting combined scenario where one team is in to leave the tournament with their heads held high. The other side, they're looking for the complete opposite. They need an embarrassment of goals. Both clubs will have to get themselves adjusted to the level of play between the two sides. Here comes Southeast FC. Nice tackle by the center back, wins it back for Junior Stars. Counterattack may be a spot where Southeast could really catch this Junior Stars team off guard. And it's a bit of a ruthless advantage or disadvantage that Junior Stars are at. The fact that Bayamon got to play Southeast FC first, so they were the ones who got to set the bar for how well Junior Stars are going to need to play today. So they have all the pressure of reaching a certain tally. On the attack, though, this shot, it's off the mark. There's a chance on the counter for Southeast. And you know they would love to not only prevent Junior Stars from getting the goals they need, but even coming away with the win. Would actually put them in second place in the group. It wouldn't be enough to be that lone wild card team to advance, but nonetheless, something to be proud of. As Dante Challenger tried to come over and knock that ball away before it went across the goal line for a corner, but was not able to truck back in time. So the first set piece of the day for Junior Stars, or for either side for that matter. Ball comes swinging in, and it's dealt with easily by Concacaf. Junior Stars once again trying to push forward. That toughest goal is going to be the first one. So once you can get that confidence in, it gets a little bit easier. So late challenge there. That was nearly kept in play by Lawrence, but after the first touch, couldn't bring the second touch in a way that would roll the ball back into play. First one doing well at halting the momentum. And that's a good slipping ball forward, but it was a bit too good. Offside flag goes up. Timing not quite right for Junior Stars in this occasion. And we'll get a look at it again here. Yeah. Just trying to get that run just right. It can be tricky, especially early in the game when you're still getting in sync with your teammates. Currently 78 degrees in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. We saw earlier, a bit overcast when you get a chance to look at the sky. But don't have to worry about precipitation, just some clouds hovering over top. This long ball looking forward, a little bit too far ahead, just trying to connect with one Adriel Lawrence. But instead, the starting goalkeeper for Junior Stars, Imensi O'Brien, will be the one to put it back into play after rolled out for a goal kick. Some pressure, winning the ball back for Southeast, but it's only a temporary change. Good spell of possession here for Southeast. They struggled to hold the ball for too long on Sunday against Bayamon. Another long ball forward, looking to connect with their captain, Jocelyn Prince. Promising look here from Southeast. That challenge able to knock it out of play. It's going to be a corner kick. I know that George will be looking for a penalty. We'll take a look at this challenge here again. Martinez on the tackle. Does he get any of the ball there? Here's a closer look. They may have gotten the ball. It's a gutsy play to make it side of the penalty box, but it ended up rewarding Martinez there. So corner kick for Southeast. In swinging ball headed around, and it's pinged away. Recollect it. Can get another take at this. Headed back into the middle. It sputters around, and the fire shot on goal is off the target. Oh, a huge chance for Southeast. The service goes over. Well done to head it back into the fray. As you see here, the chance for Lazare to make something happen. Or Lazare, that is. Southeast once again on the attack. Pushing forward. Lawrence, they're trying to seek the ball too. So Southeast the one with the best chance so far in this game. Like I mentioned earlier, they're the team that tournament-wise don't have anything to play for. Junior Stars need a 7-goal victory in order to beat Bayamon FC at the top of the group and make it to the knockout round or the semifinal. A 7-goal difference, and right now Southeast FC are trying to require them to score even more goals. Maybe a wake-up call. It's starting to get into order here. Pablo Adams is the one dashing down the left-hand side of the pitch and then gets it taken out of play, where it will be a throw-in for Southeast. There's a look at that run. Adams showing some good footwork, able to take some progression into his hands and his hands only. At the end of the day, it'll just be a free kick for Southeast. Playing this game in the same location as that 6-0 victory to Bayamon. Of course, there were fans of that club here cheering them on. A little bit more difficult to get a contingent to come to another country. Neither side hosting this one, so in essence, a neutral site game for these two. So that's another thing working against Junior Stars' favor. They don't exactly have the energy of a home crowd to bolster them and give them energy, but a good attacking chance could. Here they come into the 18. The flag goes up. Yannick Bellachasse, the one who didn't quite get the timing right once again. Just lagging ahead. It's getting closer, but still not on the dot. The captain trying to make the run and give them that first goal that could propel them into a stretch. Taps it out to Adams. He's able to get by one defender. Great recovery from George. Yannick George just tracking back after getting dusted in the first moment. But able to recover from a mistake and keep Adams from actually creating any threat. That long ball chance, not much to come of it. A careless giveaway. Southeast, once again pushing down the pitch. It's George, he'll give it back. Stars are going to have to figure out ways to break through what Southeast is laying out in front of them. So far, their timing on these runs have resulted in many opportunities being snuffed by the assistant official. That may still be the ticket. Just have to get in sync with your fellow midfielders and strikers on when you're starting your run, when you expect them to release the pass. But to be fair, it took quite a while for Bayamon to even get their goal scoring started against Southeast. It was a 6-0 win here at this exact same location, Estadio Juan, Ramón, Loubriel. It was scoreless after the first 30 minutes of the game. Here's some promise. Ball played to the middle, and Bellachasse has to chase it down. Not quite in the spot the ball found itself in. This will blast all the way down the pitch, trying to catch the keeper off his line. Shot from nearly midfield, end up being of little consequence and danger for Mency O'Brien. There's a goal in the 31st minute for Kevin Hernandez that got things started for Bayamon, and then a penalty from Carlos Rosario gave them the 2-goal lead going into the half. And then they began to explode. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the second half. And then notching in 2 more in the rest of that game in the 71st and 79th minute to give a 6-0 victory to Bayamon. So maybe a similar formula will need to be had by the Junior Stars. Since they have to score an extra goal, they have to score 7. They will need to perhaps get that goal-scoring spree started a little earlier than at the 31st minute. You know, with every minute that ticks by, that pressure builds up higher and higher. Southeast, there were moments in that first 30 minutes. They had to take a barrage of attacks to start things off. They got comfortable. They started asking some questions. And then Bayamon scored. And from then on out, it was tough sailing for Southeast to pose any threat on the offensive end. They've looked good on this game, though. Still going forward, the flag goes up. Prince Caught behind the line when the pass was made. But chances are to be had by Southeast FC. And they'll want to improve upon their performance from that 6-0 loss to Bayamon. Maybe they can take advantage of that desperation that Junior Stars are going to feel, especially as that clock continues to tick. If there's still a 0 on your side of the scoreboard, that pressure to find goals is going to only grow and grow. And here comes Southeast once again. Oh, but a heavy touch from George. Well, they're going to say actually a defender got a poke on it, so it will be a corner kick. Last time Southeast had a corner, the first service got rejected, and then the second chance opportunity nearly resulted in a goal. So here it comes, not a bad ball, headed away. The volleyed effort, couldn't direct it in the right direction. But Sydney Lockhart with the aggressive idea. Had a good spin and speed and arc to it. So she just put it on frame. Challenge Brian to make the stop. Maybe he could have been onto something there. Now on the counterattack. Here's Junior Stars. Belachasse. Can't get it through the defender. That was Yannick George. So one Yannick to another, Yannick Belachasse. And rolling to the grass. It's Javid George. Another corner kick for Southeast. Southeast capitalize on one of these set pieces. The ball comes in, it's craned down by Brian. So last time Junior Stars played was that Friday fixture with Bayamon, the side they're competing with to escape this group. And that one started very early, entirely contrasting the Southeast Bayamon game. Almost all of the action was in the first 30 minutes. 9th minute goal for Anudi Martinez. Gave Junior Stars the lead, only to see it get lost just 8 minutes later. But then Alain Cordero scored a long-range shot in the 24th minute, only to see that one get notched back just 3 minutes later. But then a third goal from Junior Stars FC in the 29th minute by Pablo Adams. A 3-2 lead in the first 30 minutes of the game for Junior Stars, having taken the lead 3 separate times. As this ball lofts all the way down the pitch to Brian, excuse me. So absolute chaos in that game. It seems that's not the speed of Southeast FC. It's a bit of a precarious moment here. And Pablo Adams wins the ball back for Junior Stars. Still on his feet. And then he gets stepped on. And they're going to bring the free kick outside of the penalty area. The contact was initiated prior to that. They played advantage, rightfully so. But now a free kick in an interesting spot for Junior Stars. So Yannick Belachasse. Before they can get to that, they need to check on their keeper. Dante Challenger was taken to ground. sun starting to squeak out of the clouds and shine some more light on the Estadio Juan Ramón Loubriel. So a free kick for the Frenchman. Await the whistle. And here it is. The shot directly towards goal. And it's tucked in the bottom left corner. An excellent take from the captain. And Junior Stars are on the board. Completely caught Challenger off guard. Was not ready for this curling effort. It bends right over top of the wall. Sneaks its way through. And that's a great goal. Yannick Belachasse with his first goal of this Caribbean Club Shield campaign. I hate to say it, but one down, 6 to go for Junior Stars. They did get their first goal earlier than Bayamon did. So maybe they can open the gates a little bit wider in the first half, where Bayamon only scored twice. They'll be thinking of notching in a couple more than that to make the second half venture a bit easier. Here's a breakaway from Southeast. They've got some bodies coming forward. Switching the pitch, but a little bit too far. Bryant is able to collect it before it reaches Lockhart. Some pressing, able to win the ball back for Southeast. And a free kick incoming. First time in the Caribbean Club Shield, but Southeast have competed in Caribbean tournaments before, including the 2007 CFU Club Championship. But been a hot minute since they've competed in one in recent years. So it's not like any of these guys are a part of those clubs. They're practically new for them. Now Junior Stars in transition. And not able to crawl that one in is Cordero. Composure there from Brian, and he has it. Nice exchange there to Pablo. Here's the cross swinging inside. Not a bad ball from Despain. Southeast throw. A little bit of frustration from Junior Stars in that transaction. Their job is far from finished. But the first step is perhaps the most important one. A little bit too far ahead on the leading pass. Gives it right back to Southeast FC. Trailing side. Adams, some room to work with. Get past the defender. He will, through a transaction, or at least get space. But a sliding challenge from George knocks it out before he could execute a cross. It's a corner kick for Junior Stars. Got one goal to their name. Maybe looking for a second one here off the set piece. Ball comes in, cleared away easily. Right off the line. We've got a 2-on-2 here. Nice threaded ball through. George, can he get past the defender? No, he cannot. Well guarded by Mavice. Now Adams trying to give it to the captain. It's hoofed away. Here's the breakaway attempt from a moment ago. Excellent ball. But Javid George couldn't do more with it. He's well guarded by Noha Malvais. Oh, the cross trying to lead on these targets. But Lawrence couldn't get it past the back line. Junior Stars with the lead, looking to continue this, what is their first ever campaign in a Concacaf competition. Again, coming from St. Martin. Had that exciting 3-3 result in their first ever Concacaf competition result. That ball's bobbled away. Can it get tracked down? And that should be a penalty. Nope, they're not going to say it. You got a replay look at that. Seemed like the goalkeeper clearly clipping the striker. Did he get the ball? That's the question. Or are they saying was it interference with the goalie? None the matter, Southeast with another chance. It's knocked out of play, and it will be a corner kick. The only reasoning I could get for that that they're calling interference on the keeper from earlier. Here's the chance that just led to that goal kick or corner kick. So Southeast find a response goal. High arcing ball. Headed away by Despain. Bit of a tussle there for the ball. Earns a free kick for Junior Stars. Loading ball, knocked out of play for another corner. Despain, the one who headed it out of play. Now they get the corner kick chance from the other side. They've all come from that left corner. Now we'll get to see what Alain Cordero could do on the right-hand side. This one travels far, and the header, too much air underneath it. Jocelyn Prince, the captain, connecting on it, looking to match the opposing captain with a goal. Just couldn't get over top of it enough. Southeast FC continually putting up a fight in this one. They're able to conjure up chances like this. Not looking for the pass there. Right at the top of the 18. Got to keep your head on a swivel. Professional club from Dominica, based in La Plaine. Play in the Dominica Premier Division League, which is the top tier, top flight. 3 league titles to their names, including 2 recent ones in 2019 and 2020. Trying to translate that league success to the next stage, the big stage of Concacaf. Between the back line and the midfield has struggled for Southeast today. A lot of passes to the middle of the pitch that are finding opposition boots instead. Got to find a way to connect those lines a little better. The offside flag goes up once again. Think about this race to 7 goals and 2 comparisons. As this ball is lobbed down the pitch, collected by Lockhart. And it rolls out. And they're going to call a corner kick. Well done by Lockhart there once he went to ground to not touch the ball. So here it comes. Goes off a foot. And Lockhart rolls over to shield the ball as it rolls out of play, but not touch it. Headed down and harmlessly across the goal line for a goal kick. I was saying there's two ways you could compare this to the Bayamon game. You could either do it by the timeline in which Bayamon scored, or by just kind of evening out the amount of goals you would need per minute. So you need 3.5 goals per 45 minutes. Or 7 goals per 90. This ball squirts through. You need to be scoring a goal nearly every 13 minutes. So in that regard, behind pace for Junior Stars. Of course, sometimes goals could come in spurts and you can catch up. Or you could think about it from the timeline of how Bayamon have scored their goals. At this point in the game against Southeast on Sunday, they only had 1 goal. Ball airing inside, headed down. And it'll be a free kick for Southeast. Scored that second goal in the 44th minute, right before halftime, via a handball call. Good recovering tackle there. Yannick George not going to let Pablo Adams go by him easy. He's done well in a lot of these situations over on the left-hand side. Junior Stars, a club based in Sandy Ground, playing in the St. Martin's Senior League, which is their top flight. Let's take a look at what earned this free kick here. So free kick from a wider spot, but a familiar vicinity from the first goal. I don't know if you could take this one up straight on goal. Shot comes inside, stepped on, pinged away. Captain cannot get by Lockhart. Roll down the pitch. An old club, Junior Stars, founded back in 1965. Looking to add to that history with a nice Concacaf run. No one on the same page on that hopeful ball going forward. Here's Adams, cutting inside, takes the shot himself. Had a good level bounce and pace to it, but too far to the left. Once again, trying to catch the keeper off guard with letting this shot fly. Good touch. Adams moving forward again. Pablo Adams. Back to Belachase's shot is going to veer wide right. Didn't bend the way he would have liked it. Already has a goal from that free kick earlier in the game. Not a clean clearance. A quick throw in for Southeast. Bicycle kick to keep it back in play, but turns out it did go across the goal line, so will be a goal kick for Junior Stars. So we're in the 45th minute. And the St. Martin side find another goal before that halftime whistle. This looks promising. Adams down the left flank. Cross comes in. The shot goes well off the mark. But it goes back out to Adams. And he was offside. Coming from the byline, and once the ball left his feet, he wasn't able to get back in front of that back line. Here they come again. Adams to his left. Richardson's ball deflected away. So we're going to get 1 minute of added time here. We've got a player down. Looks like that's Sydney Lockhart. One of the strikers today for Southeast. Let's take a look at what occurred. Just a push in the back. And an awkward fall to the ground. Looks like it was his wrist. He just fell on poorly. So we added that minute. We've already gone by the minutes. We'll see how much our head official adds onto this one. And there is that halftime whistle. So Junior Stars, in their mission for a 7-goal lead, have got 1 goal in the first half. So their hands are full in the next 45 minutes of action. We'll step aside for a break. Highlights are coming up next. It is a tall order in place for Junior Stars FC. They need to score 7 goals and allow none in order to make it on to the next round of the Caribbean Club Shield. But it was Southeast FC that were asking questions early and taking chances. A couple of good looks. And then the Junior Stars began to ease their way into the game and provide some more chances and opportunities. They're going to need a ton of goal-scoring chances in order to surpass Bayamon FC. But they've had to play some defense as well, including this, which was a great chance for Southeast on a second chance. The corner kick got deflected out. The second service got headed back in. And the look there from Lazare was just not good enough. And then Pablo Adams, who has been dueling with Yannick George over here on the left-hand side. Several occasions has been great battles between the two of them. This one was a free kick earned. And then the nice bending effort from Belachasse, the captain, completely catching Dante Challenger off guard. You see there, he stunned in his spot. Didn't think that ball could get tucked into that bottom left corner, but alas, it did. So 1 goal down. And Southeast kept trying to get the chances coming. And then we see here, it was a moment of panic for Mency O'Brien. If Southeast FC scored, that is more work that Junior Stars would have to accomplish. Pablo Adams continuing to duel off with George on that left-hand side. One of the only shots he took personally. He's been trying to be a facilitator over in the left flank, but it has been a duel every time he's gone over there. As we return here for the second half at Estadio Juan, Ramón, Loubriel. Junior Stars in Southeast FC for the second 45 minutes of action. It's a 1-0 scoreline to start things off between these two sides. Junior Stars need a 7-0 result or anything of a 7-goal differential to advance on to the next round. That means they are in for a tall order here in the second half. They're going to need a ton of goals, a ton of goal-scoring opportunities, because you won't score on all of them. And Southeast will be the absolutely enthused side to not provide that to them. And they'll be maybe looking to notch on a goal themselves here. Heads-up clearance from Brian. That's not the way Junior Stars want to get this game started. Here comes Southeast. Ball laid off to the right-hand side. Squared across the middle! And an own goal gives Southeast FC the lead, or the draw, that is. Junior Stars are in loads of trouble now. Right off the bat. Malvase trying to keep it from getting to the striker, but it clips off of him. And this Freudian slip, I said the lead, but it might as well be, even though it's a draw. And it's knocked out for a corner kick. So Southeast now making this a 1-1 game. The Junior Stars need 7 more goals. I think they make it an 8-1 scoreline. And the header going well off the mark. How about that? To start off the second half, their first goal of the tournament, Southeast FC, and their first ever appearance in the Club Shield. They don't just want to play spoiler in regards to not getting a certain amount of goals notched on them. They want to play spoiler by getting a positive result. What a result this would be for the Dominican side. Ball popped in, spills out. Still in play in Junior Stars. Here they come on the attack. Can they find a quick response and try to reclaim some composure? They're back at square one. You know, Southeast will grin and all the time they chew out of this game, and now they'll start thinking about, you know, they've got 1 goal. Why not score another? Why not find 3 points and win this game? They've had chances. They've had possession. It's not been one of those situations where a team has just bunkered down and hoped to find something on the counter. They've been trading blows. Well, St. Martin's side, they've got to find some brilliance. They've got to find some resilience as well. They could start right here. Here's a chance. Shot played towards goal. Challenger is able to handle it. A shot from Cordero. Not a ton of pace behind it. Brought down on the other end. Here comes Southeast. Javid George holding up play nicely, keeping possession in favor of the attackers. Now Yannick George. Well, if they keep letting him go down, he'll take the space. Still going. His cross smothered, and he still on the ground, slow to get up. That pass too far ahead. He's still on the ground over there, and knocking it out of play is his teammate. He's made his way onto the pitch, wearing number 10. Devorn George. So we also see a substitution for Junior Stars. Kearney Chance making his way into the game in favor of Gutierrez. Slow to get up, but will play on is Lazaire. That'll be a free kick for Southeast. So here at the Estadio Juan Ramón Loubriel, not the home place for either of these teams. That's the home of the advancing hopeful advancers, Bayamon FC, having 4 points in the group. Neither of these teams at 4 points right now with this draw result. But Junior Stars would not only need to win to match 4 points, but then they need to win by 7 goals to advance. And they are far from that at this moment. Another player slow to get up. Emmanuel Richardson. Defender right back. He's able to get back up on his feet. It'll be a free kick for Junior Stars. Let's see what they can do here. Yannick Belachasse has 1 goal in the day. Serves this one inside, punched away. End up curling on goal. That one deflects away. Recycle this through. Instead, carelessly give it away. And on the break now are Southeast. George, good touch there. Devorn George gets clipped, drawing a free kick. Look at that chance again. End up curling all the way on target. Trying to catch challenger off guard once again, but he's up for it. So now a set piece for Southeast. Already scored 1 goal this half, their first of the tournament. Effectively turning this into a battle for second place in the group. Swinging ball inside, oh, nearly connected with its target. Pinging off of Macau and nearly reaching Javid George, but not in the way he would have liked. Here comes Southeast once again. Sliving it through the left side. The shot deflected and sputters into the arms of Brian. Prince once again getting a look towards goal. Well tackled to dispel a lot of the momentum behind that ball. So this turned into, can Junior Stars find a 7-goal victory into, can Southeast win this game? Can they pull away a point at least? Wouldn't that be the way to cap off your first campaign in Concacaf? At least in the Club Shield. Like I said earlier, this is not the home grounds for either of these sides. Junior Stars play at Estadio Alberic Richards, which is a multi-stadium in Sandy Ground, St. Martin. Hold 2,600 people. Located on the French side of the island. Meanwhile, the Dominican side, Southeast FC, they play at Windsor Park in Dominica. It's a beautiful venue if you ever get the chance to get a look at it. The offside flag goes up. It's a multi-purpose stadium in Rousseau. That can house 12,000 people. It's mainly used for cricket, but also used for a lot of events, including the Miss Dominica pageant. It's a fantastic stadium, fantastic venue. So if you ever find yourself in Rousseau, check it out. Or just look up Windsor Park online. Beautiful, scenic stadium. Ball chipped up the pitch. Nothing to come of it. Challenger, without challenge, brings that one in. And that needed to be perfect from Brian. Had someone bearing in on him. Get a whistle, get a foul. Head official. Resango de Lessa. Challenge towards goal, rolls off the mark. One as it stands. Junior Stars with the goal in just past the 20th minute, around the 23rd, 24th minute, from Yannick Belachasse off of a free kick. And then the second half got started, and while they're thinking goals, Southeast had the exact same thing on their mind, applying a ton of pressure and then forcing their hand an own goal to level this game up. Not one of those blunderous own goals. It was a moment where Southeast were truly potent, and if it hadn't been for that challenge, probably would have just been a tap-in effort and a goal anyway for Southeast. It won't matter to them. The fact of the matter is it's a 1-1 scoreline. Both these teams could be coming away with a point in this one. That ball too far ahead of Cordero. The pass from Martinez, not good enough. 78 degrees in Bayamon, Puerto Rico right now, which is where this game is taking place. Doesn't look like we should be expecting any sort of rain to take place. Winds relatively slow. Not bad weather for some soccer. Clear handball there. Pinging off the hand of Lawrence. At this point, with 30 minutes to go, under 30 minutes to go for that matter, you would need something wicked for Junior Stars to advance. And Southeast could take the lead here, but the flag goes up. At this point, your pace would have to be under a goal every 4 minutes in order for them to advance. So my thought would be, at this point in time, Bayamon FC could start celebrating and anticipating a trip to the next round, to the semifinal of the Caribbean Club Shield. If you're Junior Stars, now the focus should just be, can you win this game? Place second in Group A, which would put you on equal playing ground with Southeast here. You no longer have that pressure of trying to advance and try to score a bunch of quick goals. Just play the game and see out a victory, which is exactly what Southeast has been thinking from the very beginning. Their goal was simple. Do not let that blowout happen and make a game out of it. And they've done that. They've done just that. And it's looked that way for the entirety of this game. There was never a point where it looked like Junior Stars really had a chance to run away with it like Bayamon did. Bayamon came into the game and they were swinging from the start and were able to wear down the Southeast team. That just has not been the case today. They have come in more prepared and ready to go. So corner kick, executed by Yannick Belachasse. Ball comes swinging in. And it's going to be a goal kick. Foul, earn a free kick for Southeast. Drawing a great kit with neon green and blue. And then orange shorts. An interesting collection of colors, to say the least. Yeah, not to mention white trim and white lettering on the shorts and black numbers on the back. down after that collision, as we see here. We'll continue to check in on Jason Macau. He's able to walk himself off the pitch, which is good news, a good sign. So, of course, the Caribbean Club Shield competition with 3 groups, all 3 group winners advancing on. The winner of the competition, as long as they fulfill the licensing criteria, will get the chance to play the 4th place team of the Caribbean Club Championship. Winner would get to go on to the Concacaf League. So chance to compete with some of the best clubs along the islands, along the Concacaf in its entirety. And perhaps, should you continue to do well, play in the Champions League. And go up against clubs like Puma, club in the MLS, maybe one of the other top clubs in the Caribbean or in Canada. Ball comes swinging in, the header doesn't sink quick enough. Club America, another club that potentially schedule a date with. The LA Galaxy, there's a bunch of names you can go through in that list. Some of which are playing tonight and tomorrow in the U.S. Open Cup, which is also taking place. Chance moving forward, but not for very long until a free kick is drawn right at the top of the 18. Ray Phillip was able to pick up this pieces of a buildup, draw the tripping, earn the foul for Southeast in a nice spot where they can do a lot of different things. It's a heavy touch and unable to be recovered by Lawrence. But Ray Phillip comes into the rescue, and despite an army of Junior Stars players all around him, he was able to draw the foul and make something of that opportunity. So do you shoot here? Do you set up to the right? Do you set up to the left? Do you shoot left? Do you shoot right? A lot of options. Mency O'Brien will have to stay on his toes between the pipes. Shot goes straight towards goal, and it's just off target. Looking to tuck it in the same spot Belachasse did in the first half. This one, a lot of pace behind it. Would have been a tough save had it made it to its target, and I don't think that Brian would have gotten there. Of course, keeper wouldn't have saved it if the shot was better. That's Captain Obvious argument, but nonetheless, the speed was there, the placement was there, just the accuracy. Crossed inside, and Mency O'Brien able to handle it. Here comes Southeast again. They've been the one posing more threat here. It's going to be a corner kick. Both these teams in their first ever Caribbean Club Shield. It's also the last Caribbean Club Shield that's going to be held. 2023, the Concacaf Champions League is expanding and creating a regional cup. The Caribbean Cup will expand and kind of swallow up in this tournament's place. And that was actually a lot closer on target than one could anticipate from a spot like that, an awkward angle shot. The half volley from Cuffy. Here, giveaway, slipping over to the left-hand side. Brian's able to get there before a duo of Southeast strikers came crashing in. DeVorn and Hobbit George coming in. Here's Lawrence, putting on some moves and able to get that ball away. Phillip. Touch inside is brought down and spits back out to Phillip. Here come Junior Stars the other way. They don't have the man advantage, but they will earn a throw in either way. Long ball down the pitch. Tracked down by DeVorn George. George gets by one defender. Still going. Squares it in the middle. And the player goes down. No foul called. Play goes on. Junior Stars looking to break in the other direction. But Dante Challenger gets to that ball before anybody can broach into the 18-yard box with possession. Not in his house. Early Challenger in the run of play hasn't had to get tested too much. It's been on the set pieces that there's been danger, including the goal scored. But perhaps Junior Stars can change that now. Wide open on the right-hand side. Here's an opportunity, squared back in the middle, cleared away. Here's the chance again. It's a good find to Cordero. And instead of taking the shot, he decides to play it centrally, where it's cleared away nicely by Phillip. Not going to let it get to the possession of Yannick Belachasse. Now another substitution. Cordero, after that chance, is going to make his way off the pitch. One of the goal scorers in that first matchup against Bayamon FC. And coming into the game is Yance Richards. listed as a defensive player. Frenchman comes in favor of the midfielder, so maybe a shift in positioning and formations, or perhaps he's more than a one-trick pony. Ball chipped inside, headed down. Perhaps a miscommunication with the keeper. Challenger could have come up with it. That deflected pass will go out for a goal kick. So 3 games in Group A, of course, with just 3 teams. First of which was that 3-3 draw between Bayamon and Junior Stars, which set the stage for what would be a competitive group. And then Bayamon and Southeast went to paddle, and Bayamon, after 30 minutes of pushing, were able to start scoring, and then the goals kept on coming. 6 goals to none. Set them in an ideal spot to advance on to the next round, to the semifinal of the Concacaf Caribbean Club Shield. And it's certainly held up in today's scoreline today. A 1-1 draw after 75. At this point, it's no longer about can Junior Stars advance. This has turned into a 2-team story. Which team can claim the pride of winning this game, notching second place? Or will they both go home with a draw? Southeast getting their first point and first goal of the competition in this one. Looking for that great bounce back after the 6-0 loss. They've been the ones on the front foot in this second half. But all it takes is one chance, one moment for either team to take, and it could be theirs. Don't know how many more goals could be hiding this game. One thinks that there may just be one more left in the mixer, if any. Collision and entanglement there between Macau and Prince. Both of them ailing their legs. Both going for the ball. I'm gonna look at it again. It may have been their knees, yep. Their knees just clacking together. That does not feel good. That is for certain. So Prince is back up, the captain for Southeast FC. He'll look to see if Jason Macau is going to end up being all right. Brought out the stretcher. Looks like Macau's gonna have to make his way off the pitch. He's not gonna be fit to play. Coming into the game here, Irvin's Lockhart in favor of Ray Phillip. And also looking to make his way onto the pitch is Cohen Lockhart. And he'll go in for Sydney Lockhart. So 1 Lockhart out, 2 Lockharts in. And it looks like we're going to get a goalie substitution as well. Dante Challenger out of the game. Coming in is Randall Prince. It's an interesting decision, maybe trying to get in some game minutes for Prince. Perhaps, and this is entirely theoretical, but should they choose to on a late game set piece, maybe he's more apt at coming forward for a last-ditch effort to score. And after getting checked on, it looks like Jason McCall is going to get waved back into this game, or is looking to. You can see him on the end. Will get waved back on, so went from stretcher to being all right to play, which is fantastic news for Jason McCall. Now Junior Stars in the late game, trying to find a way to grasp at a lead. Instead, they warm up the hands of one Randall Prince, who just found his way into the game. Again on the attack, but now Southeast. Here they come. Got some fresh legs in as well, Lockhart. So I'm able to continue to apply pressure despite there being 2 players working with the ball. And at the end of things, it is Junior Stars that come away with it before drawing a foul. And it looks like we got a head collision. As the injuries and bad collisions continue to pile up here at the end of the game. It's a new substitute too. Marvin's Lockhart, as well as Kearney Chance. It looks like, at least. See the recap from some of the substitutions having been made earlier in the game. Cross comes sailing in. The headed clearance is no good. That boot does a little bit better of a job of dispelling any sort of offensive chance, at least for the moment. Good step there. Played back. Shot from outside the 18. Saved. Prince able to punch it away. But the pressure continues on for the Junior Stars. Ball swinging inside. And the header goes well over the crossbar. Looking for Richards there. Yes, Richards. Here's the shot from moments prior to that by Marcellin. Adams, good ball out to the left side. But ball squared to the middle. And then after a couple deflections, cleared away. Young Stars pushing forward, trying to find that victory here in the last moments. The ball's bobbled out, but goalkeeper interference will be called. Contact with Randall Prince. And once again, medical staff need to be waved on. Just colliding with Prince there is Yance Richards. Looking to make it hard. It looks like he got hit in the back of the head. See the saving chance earlier from Prince. We'll see if he's able to get back up on his feet. And he looks good to go. A lot of players going down at the end of this game. Got to be careful. When you get exhausted like that, those legs can grow tired and tireder. And your decision making both gets a little dulled, but also your body just doesn't move as quickly as it did earlier in the game. Oh, that was nearly finding the captain. Back at Southeast, spring on the counterattack. Good ball forward to George. Has a player running to his left. He's able to find him. Still going forward now. Squared across the middle. And it bounces up and all the way across the face of goal. Chance there from Lockhart. Let's see if Junior Stars can do something in transition. Adams is able to bring that ball in after a touch that wasn't to his liking. Can't square it in the middle, but he earns a corner kick for Junior Stars. Adams' ball swings inside. Ball comes down. In the scuffle, it gets cleared away. Talk about an engine. Javid George has been running this entire game and continues to do so. The stamina that he's got has been impressive. Now here's DeVorn George. And he's going to knock it out of play because it seems a player is down. Either that or perhaps the offside flag went up. That appears to be the case. More of a frustration thing than a gamesmanship thing. Adams with some space going through, but he can't get past the center back. Well done to be cleared by Lazaire. Sliding effort from Adams. He is frustrated, but he did earn a corner kick. Junior Stars trying to find that second goal, trying to find the lead. Looking to claim second place all by themselves. Yeah, with a draw, they would have it. Put them 2 points. They'd love to close out with a victory here. Nice chipping ball forward. Can he bring it down? The flag goes up. Good body control demonstrated by Richards. But the timing was not quite right. 4 minutes of added time. DeVorn George going. George still going across. The shot is saved. Point blank range. And Mencio Bryant with the shot right in front of him. Somehow keeping that one from going in. Well played across. And that one bounces around goal. Cleared away after the deflection from the keeper. Now Southeast with the corner kick. Can they take away the victory here? This would put them with a goal in second place in the group. Ball hovers. And too much contact there. So it'll be a free kick for Junior Stars. 3 more minutes to go. Mency O'Brien boots it down the grass. And a handball there from Belachase. Hurry to get things going again. Neither side ready to accept just a point, just a draw on this one. I think there might be another handball there, but play goes on. Wide open is Adams. Pablo Adams still going, but then a nice touch from Lazaire. Adams could have done better with that space. But he's going to rush over to the corner kick. He doesn't have time to think about it. 2 more minutes to go. Corner kick swinging in. Oh, the header came flying through, but couldn't make the connection. Jason Macau made the run towards it. Another serving ball inside, and Prince is the only one on the receiving end. And he switch it. Irvin's Lockhart can't get to that pass. Tracking down the other way now is Junior Stars. Here's Pablo Adams. Rolls it out, but not enough pace on it. That's well guarded by Lockhart. Plays it forward. This is a great chance. Southeast FC. It's DeVorn George trying to play it in. Gets it back to him. And falling on top of it is Bryant. Oh, missed opportunity by Southeast here in the dying moments of the game. Now Junior Stars on the other side. Here's Chance. Plays it centrally. No one's there. 15 seconds to go. And Southeast, at the death of this game, make something. They cannot. Junior Stars, could they? With the last moments at their disposal. And they will not get the chance to. That is it. After 94 minutes, both teams come away with a point and a goal. A 1-1 draw between Southeast FC and Junior Stars. So taking place at Estadio Juan Ramón Loubriel was the final game in Group A's action between Southeast FC and Junior Stars FC. Junior Stars with a chance to advance. They would have to win, and they'd need to win by 7 goals. But don't tell that to Southeast FC because they came in, and they came in with a fight. They pushed forward, created a lot of chances, and did well defensively. As you can see here, not allowing too many great chances in the run of play for Junior Stars throughout the first half and throughout the second half as well. They would continue to push and prod. Here was a moment where they could have taken the lead, Southeast FC, but the shot sprayed wide by Lazaire. It was a corner kick, the ball deflected back out, and then the second service provided more promise, but not enough to score the goal. And then here, some duels between Yannick George and Pablo Adams. He would be called for the foul. It would earn a free kick for the Young Star side of things. And the first goal of the game, Yannick Belachasse able to conjure up a bunny hill of a shot, bend it right over the top of the line, and tuck it away. No chance for Dante Challenger to make a stop there. 1-0 up going into halftime. Sputtering opportunities, though, before the whistle would keep on coming for Southeast. Looking for that equalizer before the halftime whistle, though. They wouldn't come up with it. Javid George continually created chances. Very good for Southeast FC. This was one more look from Junior Stars. Once again, Pablo Adams, the one on the coordinating side of things. Couldn't make it happen. And then the second half began, and Southeast came flying out the gate, applying a ton of pressure, and eventually would earn this own goal, deflecting off of Malvice. Don't tell them that they were supposed to lose by 7 goals in the Junior Stars agenda. They leveled the game up at 1. And with this in mind, with under 45 minutes to go, the mission for Junior Stars had to change. It went from thinking about trying to conjure up the blowout and advancing on, and turned into, well, let's just try and win this game. So at that point, the level playing field was set. Both sides looking for those 3 points, looking for the victory. Advancement not an option for either. So it was all about just playing and seeing who could be the better team in 90 minutes. And Southeast FC conjured up a couple chances. So did Junior Stars. It went back and forth. Both sides very competitive. This was a great chance. Cordero opts to cross it and doesn't find the connection he needs. Some great exchange of play. A couple more chances from Junior Stars. Come up short due to the saving efforts of the goalkeepers. And then this, one of 2 major chances for Southeast in added time. A wonderful save by Mencio O'Brien to keep them from scoring, earning the corner kick. And that would be the final score, 1-1 between the two sides. And with that, that is the end of our broadcast here. Hope you enjoyed it. And that is the end of group play for Group A in the Concacaf Caribbean Club Shield. For our entire broadcasting crew, my name is Mark Schoenster saying so long, and we'll see you in the semifinals in a couple days.